Okay, guys, I'm looking at the Makita MT01 multi-tool. It's a 12-volt lithium. And mine, I love. I've had it for a long time. It just stopped working today in the middle of a project. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it. I've Googled it. The MT01 does not seem to exist very readily. So again, it's definitely that model, if you can see that. MT01. And it's a 12 volt. Cordless. So I think I've narrowed it down to the switch. You'll see people talking about the switches. So I very carefully removed the top cover by removing all these little Phillips heads, and I try to leave them in their holes in case they were different lengths. Now, of course, the thing gets filthy when you're using it. So I use my vacuum cleaner and I just put it up real close and sucked the devil out of it while I was spinning this thing. I sucked it from every angle, every hole. I used a little fuzzy brush to, push the dust around and loosen it up. I sucked the switch, everything. So I think it is the switch because they say that it can be the switch often. So how I think I proved that? Well, I tapped on it and it would start running. And I did slip the battery on. Be careful. I don't know if you can get shocked, but I very carefully just switched it on and off with the battery on. I played with the switch and it appears as though when I tap the switch, it comes back on. And I also jumped the switch with a wire. I took this wire, two raw ends, and I jumped the switch. And every time I touched those leads, it came back on. And I don't see replacement brushes for this motor. I think the motor is a sealed unit. And so I don't think that's an option because I looked for replacement brushes and it kind of says you can do it. But if you look at the parts breakdown, there's nothing there. It just lists it as a motor, no brushes, and I see no access to brushes, and the motor looks like it's crimped closed. I don't see any real screws or anything. So anyway, I'm going to go for a switch replacement. First, I'm going to try to clean it up and see if that works with some electrical cleaner, and then I'm just going to buy a new switch and go from there. I hope that helps you guys. I will put a link down below to the switch if I find one to purchase, and if that's the route I wind up having to go. And I'll give you an update as to what happened shortly. I'll probably just put notes in the comments. So look down in the comments and you'll see the answers to fixing this permanently. All right. Talk to you guys later. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. Take care.